Hi there, Pokefans. I am your humble host, Fan, and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Today we start a new challenge. We try and beat the champion with only fire types, and we are using Pokemon Black 2. Today we are role-playing as a spoiled little brat with manners, but we are going to use a fire type who has been specifically bred for us. Our mother has pulled some strings, and our father has slept around as he always has. That's why he's not around. So my mother divorced him, but we have managed to pull some strings, and we got ourselves a decent starter Pokemon. You will see as we collected the just now. But first we are a boy. And because the previous game restricted us on the amount of characters we have, although not the previous game, this game restricts us on the amount of characters we have. So again we are called Tim Fu. Maybe that is for the first time that we are called Tim Fu. I think I'm just going to keep the standard name for our rival. And this time I have to remember his name is Yu. And we are starting this challenge in the summer, which is quite appropriate because we are fire types and we need as much summer as we can get. Now the reason I'm using black is because it is one of the best Pokemon games I have managed to collect that allows you to specialize in the fire type. There's one or two Pokemon, only just one actually, which I'm going to cheat in and use for one of my traveling Pokemon, but you will see who that is, but it will not actually be who you think it is. It will be a Pokemon from the next generation. But since I don't have access to a Pokemon from the next generation in this game, it will be a Pokemon from the previous generation that will be representing the Pokemon from the next generation. You can already have a wild guess as to who that'll be. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you can guess before we get there who that'll be, because we will not be acquiring that specific Pokemon in this specific game or episode. That's what I meant, not game, episode. Okay, so hi Mom. Okay, so now we have to go out and find this, what's her name? What's her face? Seeing as that we don't actually have a girlfriend in this game, we are free to flirt with whoever we want. Bianca is the girl's name. This episode, this game takes place approximately 2 years after the previous series, in which Bianca is one of the main protagonists. So she is approximately 12 years old, if the ages in these games are to be believed. So they are continuing with their child labor. So Yu comes up to us and interrupts us again. That is a common feature, but that was a lot more prominent in Black and White 1. If the internet is to be believed and all the playthroughs that I've already seen about it. Now I got the original game in my possession. My brother bought it for me as a gift. So I am able to play this game on an emulator, because I do actually have the physical game. I asked him if he could get me some of the newer generations as well, and he said if I succeed in this endeavor, then he might buy it for me. Hopefully I am lucky and I manage to impress enough viewers that I get some YouTube revenue and I can buy some of the games for myself. Now, can anybody guess what the change is going to be that I'm going to make to my starter Pokemon over here? I specifically chose this game because our starter Pokemon gets a specific attack. Not as early as I give it to him over here, but it's specifically because of that attack that I play this specific Pokemon. That's why I told you about the fact that my family had pulled some strings, and I have managed to get a breeder to specifically breed this Pokemon for me. All that I have to do is choose this specific Pokemon, and then I am able to have that specific attack. If I pick the wrong Pokemon, my rival, you will have this Pokemon. And since I've always indicated to my parents that I like the fire types and I want to specialize in the fire types, that's who I picked, and it is Tepic. We also get a Pokédex. I would have thought that some of the kids in the previous generations would have already filled out this Pokédex. Apparently they haven't, so us kids now have to take up that mantle and complete this Pokédex. But guess what? I am not going to do that. I am just going to collect as many fire types as I can. Not as many as I can, specific fire types, so that I can try and beat the champion using only fire type Pokemon. So now Yu also wants a Pokemon of his own, and he actually has a bit of a dark history, which will unfold as the game goes on. Remember that we are playing this game within the rules of this game, but in the context of the greater world. That is particularly why we are going to have a Pokemon from a previous generation pretending to be one of the later generation, so that we have our traveling Pokemon of that later generation. And I would like you to guess who our legendary Pokemon for this run will be. And remember that for the sake of these games, I consider legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon in the same category. And there it is. Do you see it? A lovely attack that only this fire type can learn, and which is only supposed to have later on in the game. Now, to balance it out a little bit, I am going to try and use it as little as possible until the pig evolves into an Emboar, because it is only supposed to be able to learn it as an Emboar. But we've had an awesome breeder. We managed to breed this attack onto this Tepig. So as you can already have guessed, my father has had an affair with the professor. It is surprising that my mother has such a good relationship with the professor, since my dad has had an affair with her and has managed to pull these strings to accomplish this specific goal for me. So now Bianca's showing us around, telling us where to find everything, just like the professor has done for her when she started out. Now there are a few nice features that happens in this generation of game where you collect tokens, but I am not actually going to bother too much with those tokens, so I am not going to show the inside of the Pokemon Center too much in this game either, because I feel that detracts too much of the time that we have to finish each episode. I would like to complete as much of the story as I can in each episode. Now this first part of the game is very dialogue heavy. So like always, I am still neglecting to do any or much reading at all. I just scan enough to have a vague idea of what to do. And for those of you who are first time viewers, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy it and have a good day. And this is also the first time that I am playing through this game. I will use this game specifically, maybe the other versions, the white version that I also have, and I'm saving up to buy the black and white 1 versions for other playthroughs, to specialize in other types. And in this specifically, and in the later generations as well, I've had a cursory look up and looked at them just superficially, and I have decided on the other ways to specialize in this, to specialize in a specific type based on either the starters or the legendaries that are available. If both of them match, that is a happy coincidence. Okay, so I just get given a potion by some stranger at the gate. And for nothing at all. She doesn't even just send me on some errand to earn this potion. Because now Bianca is going to teach us how to catch Pokemon in grass, which is quite funny because we have already come off a grass type specialization, so we know exactly how to catch a Pokemon. But I suppose every game has to do this and give you a lesson on how to catch a Pokemon. Now it would be quite nice if the Pokemon Company and Game Freak would put a difficulty level in a Pokemon itself, and if you choose the medium or the hard difficulty, they skip this training part altogether. And if you choose the hard difficulty level, it ends up being a Nuzlocke. Now, if that was part of the game itself, that would be quite nice. They could make it so that you can choose the kind of Nuzlocke and the kind of rule set that you play if you choose the difficulty rating. Those settings could take up the whole training part that happens over here, and all of the dialogue, or most of the dialogue that happens over here, so that the NPC asks you all kinds of questions so that your Nuzlocke is set up just right for you. For instance, if this was a Nuzlocke, and again it is not a Nuzlocke, or else I would lose too many times, and that'll become frustrating and the game would become boring for me, because the story itself does not progress. I could say that I am not taking the first Pokemon of each route, but the first Pokemon of a specific type on each route. And the game could reprogram the encounters on each route so that you could capture those specific Pokemon that you want, starting from after the badge, of course, because you can capture a traveling Pokemon in the beginning of the route, and then after the route, or after the badge, you can start catching your type. I think that'll work quite nicely. And if you do Ice type, for instance, and there is a trick on how to do that, then you could it could be winter. They can implement seasons again. Then it is winter, which makes it more likely for Ice type Pokemon to appear after the first badge. I think that'll be an interesting way of implementing something like that. What do you think? Leave another comment in the comment section below to share your ideas on this concept. Okay, we find another person. And our first encounter is a Purloin again. I think all that appears in this first grass patch after the house, or between routes 1 and the gym, is between our house and the gym, our purloin, and we are going to get to a ranch or something where there are some those pup Pokemon. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed what you were seeing, and goodbye.